You're on, brother.
All right, on the right we have Sam Porter, senior forward, Christopher Newport, middle, Bill Broderick, the head coach, and on the left we have Dufrene, the senior guard. Coach will begin with an opening statement.
Yeah, I thought we came out a lot stronger today, a lot faster. I think anytime you get into the tournament, you kind of start, there's some little tournament jitters and whatnot, but I thought today we really came out relaxed. We knew the crowd here what a great crowd and a great environment, so really felt like that was going to be big to try to just kind of take the crowd out of it a little bit. And we had to make some adjustments. We don't usually play a lot of zone. But we were really getting beat on the O boards there early, and so we kind of switched over and ran some different types of zones and stuff, and I thought that was really a difference. Obviously Sam didn't get in foul trouble. She had some tough calls yesterday against her and kind of took her out of her game, so having her in there and being able to do a lot of things, and then I thought Bailey today really set the tone, getting downhill, getting to the free throw line, drawing fouls, hitting buckets. I thought they both really, along with Zartana, really brought a lot of energy for us. So I thought we played well. We knew it was going to be tough. I think they're two post players. They're as good as any two we've played all year, probably since I've been here. I know their numbers are still pretty good, but I think we did a pretty good job on them. So.
Sam, offensively, it looked like the second quarter really kind of pushed you in the lead for good. What did you provide? It seemed like you were kind of the spark plug a little bit offensively tonight. Talk a little bit about finding the open lanes.
I would say just in general, I'm a very energizing type of player. So that's usually what I try to bring to the team, and that's my job. Just run the lanes, get out in transition, and try to get open looks. So.
Bailey, not ignoring your own offensive performance, but defensively, it seemed like you were in a lot of their passing lanes, and with the full press, you're just causing a lot of problems tonight in terms of getting their turnovers, pulling that away. Defensively, when you're dealing with the press on your side, how do you manage just that 40 minutes of effort to try and take away all of their offensive breath?
All right. Well, for us, like Coach said, we were thrown in different defenses left to right, and for me, I was just really trying to focus on the middle because that's where they're looking to pass to. So I think for me, I was just trying to focus on that and then force some sideline based on this out.
Open the floor to other media.
Sam, you only played, I think, 8 minutes yesterday. Did that make you, I guess the setting itself would have motivated you, but did that make you a little more intense today?
Yes, I would say, yeah. It definitely sparked me, because our next loss is my career's over, so it's definitely a motivation.
You seem like from the start you were trying to take it to the rim, even though Williams is in there. Is that the plan to attack?
Yeah, attack the basket.
Mm-hmm. We were trying to get her in foul trouble, and
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
we didn't do a great job, but I thought we definitely felt like we had an advantage with Sam on Woods as far as being able to get to the basket and those things. So we, she's as quick as any player that I've ever coached, and as a post player, she's such a tough guard, And then you look here, she had 8 steals tonight. That's just amazing, And so. Just great energy. We knew she was well rested today, and I thought she really came out. I thought both of these guys really played like seniors, that knowing that any next loss is your last game. So we just wanted to leave it all on the floor, and no matter what, we can walk off knowing we did our best.
Coach Sam said that she was an energy player, but as somebody who only got to see her play twice this year, I saw a crafty, heady player as well. Talk a little bit about that X factor that when she's out there on the floor that you think you get.
Yeah. I think for her, she's been basically a 5'10", 5'11" post her whole life, and so she's played at a really high level of AAU in high school. So, I think she's really learned that, to be crafty and up and under and to use those things. And I think, these guys knew, this was kind of one of my first full recruiting classes, and I knew that these two guys really were going to kind of spark us. And I think their energy and how hard they play. I used to tease Sam, and people would say, I mean, she's the kid that you want on your team. Like, you don't want to play against her, and I think she's going to do everything she can. So these guys have both been really, really special for 4 years, and 3 years in a row now, at least a Sweet 16. I mean, that's just amazing to what they've done.
Mainly after the sluggish start yesterday, and then you guys came out and probably could have started any better tonight. How important was it to jump on like that?
Yeah, it's funny because before games we have these little index cards that we fill out, and my first one is always to like bring out the energy, let's stay strong, like let's come out from the jump ready to play. And I think that was like the key to the game today, is that we just came out like just punching them in the mouth with our defense.
Yeah.
Coach, I know this is kind of your thing all year, out rebounding opponents, but Randolph-Macon, I think this is the first time they've been out rebounded all year. I think that's a huge stat in this game, knowing that that's a big part of their game, especially on the offensive end. Can you talk about that? Yeah,
I mean, we struggled in early, especially in the first quarter, first half. We gave up a lot of O boards to Williams and Woods, and so I think we really were, trying to face box out and do some different things to keep them off, and then rely on the guards to do that. Coming in, there were a plus 14 plus 14 on the boards. I mean, that's just a gaudy number. So we knew that was going to be huge. We didn't know necessarily if we would out-rebound them, but we knew it had to be close. And, they ended up with 14 offensive boards. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they had maybe 8 or 9 at halftime. And so I think that really helped us kind of stay in it, because we would have good defensive possessions, force a tough shot, and then they'd get the O board and go right back up. And I think, for this team, I mean, they've got a lot of juniors out there, especially in their guards. Seniors start, 2 juniors and a senior, so you got a lot of experience, and I think to be able to force them into 31 turnovers, I mean, that's a lot of turnovers, and so I think that really was a big difference too.
Your coach referred to your quote hockey style subbing.
Oh.
And you've been doing that all year, but
Yeah.
It seemed like you were doing it even more tonight. Were you?
No, I mean, I think, a lot of it is based on, fouls. We get people in different foul trouble, and trying to keep people fresh, and also kind of rotating between our 2 point guards, which is tough because they both start. So we've got to rotate them a little bit. And then I think the other thing is, making sure that they understand the personnel and they understand what the rotations and what we're doing in the presses and stuff. So if they miss some of those rotations, then we like to just take them out and talk to them about it, and, kind of tell them where they need to be and stuff. So, I mean, tonight, I think, played a little bit. I mean, Bailey played 29 and Z played 26. I mean, so we had 5 people play 20 minutes, and that's a lot for us. We only 2 people on our team average more than 20 minutes. So, but I think a game like this, we pulled away a little bit. I think they finally ran out of gas, which I think our style does. Especially when they really play 7 people, 8 a little bit. And they played yesterday, so I knew that would kind of take the steam out a little bit. And you see in that 20-9 fourth quarter, I think that's where we kind of really pulled away a little bit there.
Either one of the players, or both if you want. The way you did come out, did you see any kind of look on their faces and they were saying that they had never seen that kind of quickness? I mean, did you sort of have a sense they were overwhelmed early?
Yeah, no. I didn't see it. I think that they did a good job. Like, I don't think they gave up at all. I think they kept on bringing it out to us the best they could. I mean, I give them a lot of credit. I think they're a good team.
It's a good fight.
I don't think they ever gave up.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a team that's won. I mean, you win the ODAC, you win 26 games. I mean, that's a really good team. Great coach. I would think a Hall of Famer eventually. And a great crowd. So we knew we'd have our hands full today, and they didn't disappoint. I mean, I think the game was much closer than what the score looks like. A lot of that was kind of down the stretch. So just really tip my hat to Coach LaHaye and their team. Just really did a good job, and I know she's excited. Her and I have talked already. We've been trying to play. We haven't been able to find how to schedule to match up because they play so many games in the conference, and so we finally worked it out where we'll be coming up here next year, minus our 7 seniors. So I know they'll be excited. Last time I came here, we were preseason number 7, and they put 96 on us and beat us. So it's always a great game, and it's so close that we just want to try to play every year. So.
Any other questions? No. Coach, congratulations.
Okay.
To the team
Thank you.
for advancing to the national sectionals. Bailey, Sam, and Coach for Christopher Newport.
Good. Thank you. Thanks for